Okay, so this is looking pretty good. It's sloppy. It's wet. Sure. Okay. And it's got quite a bit of straw in it. I can't tell you exactly how much I put in. I was just doing it by feel. But what we're going to do is break up into 3 groups, a group with Sarah, a group with Bill, and a group with me. And we're going to make 2 bricks each. So you have 2 buckets. In one bucket, you can make one that's more typical Adobe, so heavier on the tan breeze. It could be even heavier than this. And let that fill one of the spaces in the Adobe frames. And then remember we talked about that light straw clay block? So why don't you use the other bucket to not use tan breeze, but use a little clay slip and coat the straw and make one that's very insulating, much lighter block. Okay?
This one's a lot more malleable. Is that too wet or too dry? Or just dried?
So this is probably wetter than it needs to be. When you make a clay slip, a light clay straw, you literally will just see a light coating on each piece of straw.
Should we add some more straw?
We could try that. I mean, this will be fine. This will actually make a really wonderful brick. And here's where you can vary your mass and insulation. You can vary your mass and insulation in your brick. So this will have more mass than another one that you might make that has just a really light clay slip that's lightly tossed. When we make straw clay, I'll show you. You just do a real light toss, sort of like a salad dressing. But this will make a really nice brick that would have more mass.
If we wanted it to be a little stronger, if we were to do it this thick, though.
Yep, this will work fine.
Do you want us to add straw, or leave it the way it is?
Maybe let it dry.
Why don't you leave it the way it is, and then when we do light straw clay, you'll get to see the other sort of flavor of it.
It's amazing how different it is.
Is this going to hold together?
So the reason this is going to hold together is because it's got nice sharp sand grains of all different sizes, and it's got just enough clay. It doesn't feel like it's going to hold together. I mean, it doesn't seem to hold together, but when this dries, it'll work great.
Wow, that's amazing.
This is going to make a brick that does look quite a bit different than like the ones that we've been, at least the ones I've seen in the books and stuff. They appear to have a lot of straw.
Yeah, so this does have a lot of straw. There are some bricks that hardly have any straw or no straw at all. But it's nice to have good long straw because that's where you get your tensile strength. Yeah.
Are any of them more clayey?
Yeah. But not to the point of being too brittle or shrinking too much. Stuff you need, the strength comes from the sand, the aggregate.